this. Sorry. Okay. Nell's in the house. And I turned this just out of habit because I was going to have them all face down. But I turned them, the edges coming through, and Nell is showing like almost like a cliff diving thing. Yeah. Oh. Nell is very fairy and water sprite, and she's coming through, but she's at the top of the cliff just before she dives. And whenever I've seen Nell diving, it's like she'll dive into water and she'll come up. She transforms from like age 10 into age like 50. And it's very, very different. She comes in a lot fiercer. She dives off the cliff, comes in and comes up wiser. There's something about diving very, very deep into the, not necessarily the shadow self, but into the subconscious, going through. Yes, okay. She's showing me reels of cassette tapes. Now that's not usually in her world, but that's what she's showing me. I'm pulling that thread and breaking, cracking, destroying the cassette tape. The edge, there's something you're braving to do that you're diving into that's very, very different. You have to dive into it, and then energy rising coming up. This is saying take a chance, and this is saying vitality, confidence, power, and discovery. This is huge for you. And then the stepping stones, take the next step, simply focus. This feels like where she sees you at. Yes, yes. Yeah. She wants you to understand your own ability at being at the cliff's edge and diving into something very bravely. Okay, what do we have here? Coming through in the blind. She's not her giggly, playful 10-year-old self. She's very serious right now. The streaks of wisdom that come in from the dive, it's like every time you dive in, there's streaks of wisdom. She's showing me the streaks in her hair. She's got like gray and almost black hair. Gray and black, a little bit. It's not brown like mine. It's more raven and gray, but that's what's coming in. As she's older, she's got this going on, and it's not just this pure white towhead kind of hair from when she's young. The streaks that come in every time you dive and go into this energy. Brave the crone even though you're young. Brave the crone even though you're young, claiming the crone energy, claiming your wisdom, understanding this gift, understanding the difference in how you appear and how you become. You're no longer the young child, although you understand the value of the young child. You're no longer the young child. Brave the crone, claim the crone, move forward in this crone energy. She's your wise teacher. She's your wise self. She's your wise future self showing up for you now, asking you to move forward, asking for you to honor her and honor that about yourself, because you have had many lives where you have been the crone before. Holy smokes. Okay, unapologetic is coming through here. Holy cow. It says be yourself, release societal expectations, and be a mess, be messy. Unapologetically. The crone, in the past, when in the days when women were burned and witches were persecuted, they would sometimes be forced into hiding and stuff like this. This is, you own your gifts, own your magic, and you be unapologetic about it. You don't let the uninvited come in here to be a slight on you. There's a repeating pattern. And if you see in this one, you see what's going on. There's something that becomes more and more and more substantial as you do this pattern over and over. This is understanding the crone's gifts coming through. Serpent fire is coming through too. We've got the serpent on the leg, the flame here, and it doesn't feel like phoenix rising. It feels like wisdom rising. Serpent fire in a good way. Sometimes there are cases where there has been anger, and I tend to call it a righteous anger. Let me fix this thing so we'll get this. Sorry. I want the iPad to have this. But sometimes there's a case where righteous anger is necessary, where there is something where something uninvited has come in and you need to cast it out, kick it out, or say, no, this is not meant to impede your path. You would kick the snake out of the way. You would let the wisdom come through. Your gray is coming in like silver. Yeah. And then mirror. Okay. Nell's showing me as she dives into the water, she can see herself and it's mirrored there, but she sees all of the selves. This is you asking for all of the selves to come forward and stand forward and be there for you. The mirror, it clears blocks. This is noticing patterns and holding that mirror for yourself. Okay, now let's see what's going on in this water energy coming through. I'm getting asked to wait. I pulled this one first, so we're going to see what this brings. And then we'll go to the other one. I think we only need one. Natural connection. I love this. And it says, I'm bright and blossoming being on the back. These are great. But do you see how this one has finally learned to gather the dandelions? And this one where the dandelion will show the three celestial bodies, shows the moon, the sun, and the stars, also shows how we wish, also shows interconnected, also shows how we can spread vibration. There's something about the legend of the dandelions being from the angels because they'll grow anywhere. They will blossom and bloom anywhere. They are persistent. They are tireless, and they will grow wherever they are. They aren't like a hothouse flower. They bring joy wherever they are. This is an angel's gift to you. This is something about the sunshiny nature of you that brings blessings anywhere you are, just by your presence simply being there. This is huge. And you reflect and bring through and mirror the different stages, as we have Maiden, Mother, Crone, the different stages as we have Sun, Moon, Star, right? Or Star, Moon, Sun. I said that kind of backwards, but yeah. Okay, let's see what's going on in the waters. You need to be looking for dandelions this season. Just pay attention and notice where you see them. And it will happen when you're not necessarily, you don't need to go out hunting them. But when you're out and about and suddenly there's dandelions somewhere, you'll remember this. Remember this. There's a connection to magic for you with that. When children wish on the dandelion, they blow the seeds and the seeds go in the air every which way, everywhere. They don't know exactly where the seed's going to land or how that would replant or how that would create their wish to come true. They just have the faith and trust to do that. So they blow their inspired breath, their air, their inspiration, their breath blows through the dandelion in the wind and allows the universe to do the rest. Much the same for you. Okay. Hang on, this card. Let's go over there. Activated earth. Power places, ley lines, and trust where you're led. Again, check this out. Check this out. This is something that you're going to be doing. Trust where you're led. There's going to be magic in sacred places that you wouldn't expect. And anybody else, they might walk right by and this is just another spot on the earth. But you would see this and you would know. You would feel the power there. You would feel the energy rising there. You would feel the portals and what has been. You'll be able to get the flavor of a place. You'll be able to walk this kind of a path and walk this and know. You won't have to ask anyone for the history of who walked that road before. The person that's walked that road before might make a connection with you and you'll know. It'll be like, boom, you'll know. You'll know them, you'll know their story, and you'll know the importance of the lessons that they want to just echo. It's like echoes of the past will be in the land as you walk your path. And then this one is saying, jump in. Andromedan energy says, adventure, say yes to change. That's what I've got. Holy cow, that is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Unapologetic. You know what you know. There's no room for doubt on this anymore. This playing the doubting game or what if, or maybe some of this is, what, can I really know that yet? You're learning to trust yourself quite a bit. I love that for you. That's beautiful. That's what I've got. That's complete. Holy smokes. That was a biggie. All right, I'm going to get a little bit of water. And then, Kim, if you let me know what's going on next, then we'll go for that. All right. You're so welcome, honey. You are so, so welcome. Yeah, that was amazing to read. And look for that. Look for the stones on the path. I don't know what that's about, but if the list is clear, then we'll do a collective. And I think we'll do a collective with the galactic. So that's what we'll do. I'm getting the sense that there needs to be very deliberate choices made as you're moving forward. As we are moving forward, deliberate choices made, deliberate. So whatever choice you are making, be intentional. Before you do, be intentional. Set the intention you're going to do or achieve or blah, blah, blah. Be intentional. 6 of Wands. Victory is coming in a huge, huge way. I'm pointing this down and I'll point this down so you can see. But 6 of Wands. Yeah, This is seeing what's going on and then rising above and being recognized for being intentional about what you're doing, what you're creating. Be intentional in the community that you're setting about creating. It's important for you. This has a lot to do with community, and we've heard over and over and over, it's time to create community. It's time to create community. It's time to create community. Be intentional who you let be in your glass house, who you let see from the same vantage, who you ask to join you to look into the future, to look into what you might want to do, what you want to achieve. Invite others in. Be intentional about the community you create. And I'm not just saying be snobby and choosy, but be intentional. You want to lift. You want others that lift. You want to include. This is something that's going to be a little bit different than most of us expect it to be. The Ace of Discs. There's something coming in as new rewards for us for doing this, offering our talents and then receiving talents too. This is the big money, big aspect. And this is blue, big expression. Big truth needs brought forward. This is huge, huge, huge. We've got the page and king here, but the page is of the wands and the king is of the coins. King of coins is show me the money and I'll back your play. This is the one that it takes time, over time, growing the resources, whether it's money that's stacking, whether it's increments of time, whether it's increments of other resources. It's stacking it and knowing what's there and being wise in distribution of it. Page of Wands, making your messaging a little bit more clear, and excitement and a readiness to see this as adventure instead of challenge. This is huge. Readiness to see this as adventure instead of challenge. Instead of feeling like defensive, we're being asked to hold the boundaries and understand what the gift is that's coming through, but see it as an adventure. It's why we're here on the planet right now, is to have this adventure, to be in this very interesting time where things are cuckoo, and where we have to learn to hold our ground. Now, we have the Eight of Cups coming through here, and this is very much giving me that you can go your own way. Song lyrics are coming in really, really loud. You have the evidence of something. You have the evidence of something that is unfulfilling, and you've got to go your road. You've got to walk your own path. You know, they say run your own race, and I kind of don't like that phrase, because when you get the whole run your own race thing, it feels like more of a challenge instead of just walking and strolling and enjoying things. And it's definitely time that when you run your own race, you're pushing. But when you walk your own path, when you walk the way that is your path, you're taking your time enjoying it. And there's a difference in there. Birth to death, we're with ourselves, with our own selves. But we can reach out and create community. We can reach out and have others join us in what we're doing. We can move forward in ways that are powerful and strong and allow other people to have victory beside and with us. What are we getting here? Yeah, and we can lead. The King of Wands is coming through. Really, really fiery energy. Leading what it is that we want. This is huge for us right now. To lead and include others in going this way. So we walk our own way, and we might meet people along this road as we're going, and they join, and they join, and they join, and they're on the adventure too. This is a huge thing. This is huge. Let whatever it is that's coming through that gets you in tune with yourself, that lights you up, that helps you get spiritually connected and helps you get spiritually aligned for self, let it be there. Let it be present. Let you be fully present and aligned. And then go forward and allow others in. The right people will line up with you. The right people will be attracted to this very, very authentic, very real kind of connection that you have. This is important. But victory is a shared thing. Victory for one, we are all connected. We know that what we do to one, we do to ourselves. We know that we're connected. I mean, the days of people pretending they don't know that is just silly. We're all on this blue marble together. We know this. So this is how we lift. First, we must take care of self and do what is true to us, to go forward. And when we do that, we help inspire others to do the same and join in. And that's what I've got. That's complete. All right. So Kim, do we have anything else coming up next? Yeah, if you guys want to get on the paid list, let Kim know what read you wanted and what read you've paid for. And I'm happy to do a reading. The paid list has been open, and I'm almost done for today, but I will be back on Wednesday at 11. If you want to get a free micro at the beginning of the show, that's usually only 3 cards. If you want to get a Bones read, a Past Life read, and one of the big, more expansive reads where, you know, we're 10 or 20 cards deep in there and we're taking our time, then get on the paid list. It usually goes pretty fast. And I'm usually only on for a short period of time. So I will be on again on Wednesday, guys. All right.